For some of the signs, it will be the ending time for the Sade Sati. For some of them, you will be entering the Sade Sati. For some of you, it will be the peak period, the most intense period of Sade Sati. And for some of you, it will be the setting period or the period where Sade Sati will start to ebb.
Please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and please press the bell icon so that you get to know when my latest video has come. And to learn more and to find a video relevant to you, please do check out my videos list.
Hello, namaskar and adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan. Once more with you from your very own channel, Astro Assurance. We have just done the video of the predictions for the moon sign analysis of the year 2025, focusing majorly on the transits of Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu and Ketu, and a few weeks back we have also done the rising sign analysis of the predictions for the year 2025 for each of the rising signs. Now, I didn't cover in the moon sign analysis for all the signs. I didn't focus on the Sade Sati period for some of the signs of those people who are entering it now when Saturn will be transiting into the Pisces sign beginning of April. The reason was I wanted to keep it generic. However, it is important for those people who are going to go through various phases of Sade Sati to understand what they should be looking for, what they should be avoiding, what they should be able to do some decisions, what they will encounter, what are the probabilities of certain elements coming, going, rising, not happening, happening, intensity, aggressiveness, the ability to be able to score in some areas, specifically also keeping in mind the house ownership of Saturn in your respective signs. This is going to be true especially for Capricorn sign people. Then for Capricorn sign, it is ending period. So 1st of April, it will be ending. The Sade Sati period will be ending. And the relief period will start. For people who are in Aquarius, you will be entering into the setting period of Sade Sati because Saturn will move away from the Lagna, away from the Aquarius sign, go into the Pisces sign, which is the second house from Saturn. So you will be entering into the setting period. However, for Pisces sign people, for moon sign I'm talking about, not the rising sign. For Pisces rising, not the rising sign, but the moon sign people, Pisces moon sign people, they will be entering into the peak period because Saturn will go over your moon. If your moon is in the Pisces sign in your natal chart, in your birth chart, then you will be in your peak period. And then for the people who are Aries moon sign people, I'm talking all about moon sign, yeah. So Aries moon sign people, you will be entering into the rising sign of Sade Sati. So how will the Sade Sati ending, start, peak period go for each of these rising sign people? Let's dive into it one by one. Now for Capricorn moon sign people, for those people who have moon in the Capricorn sign in your birth chart, Saturn will be moving away from the Aquarius sign, your second house, from the moon, and will be entering into the third house. So when Saturn is either in the 12th house or in the first house or the second house from the moon, then you are in either of the three phases of Sade Sati, the rising, the peak period or the setting period. When Saturn will move away from the Aquarius sign start of April, you will be entering into or finishing off your complete Sade Sati. However, there will be certain things you would have already gone through in the last 2.5 years. What is the ending period of Sade Sati? It is the period of healing, rebuilding your life, and also for gradual relief which comes in your life slowly. So first of all, it's a period of healing because you might have gone through a lot of challenges. So for Capricorn sign people, the healing will come in your emotional output, in your stature, in your dignity, in your designation, in how you think, in how you look at life, your direction in life, and specifically connected to earning your livelihood because Saturn is moving away from the second house from the moon, moving into the third house. So the gradual relief will come in how you look at life, your motivation will grow. So don't be in a hurry that, oh, my Sade Sati has ended. So within a day or two or a week or two, things will start improving suddenly. This will not happen. Saturn is a slow-moving entity, slow-moving energy, slow-moving planet. So it will gradually give you relief. However, keep in mind that Saturn moved away from your second house where Rahu will transit. So don't take it upon yourself that, okay, now my Sade Sati is over, I'll go hammer and tongs at trying to find a new job, a new way of earning my livelihood. Rahu being there, you may make mistakes. So this is the most important period for those people who are Capricorn moon sign to not get into those decisions specifically connected to livelihood, which may hamper your long-term progress, because this will not let go of you easily. Once you take a wrong decision, it will persist with you for 2.5 to 3 years. So be very careful of any career-related decision that you take, any money-related decision that you take, any investment-related decision that you take, and any lending decision that you take. So this is going to be an important thing, okay? Specifically because Saturn will go in the Pisces sign, and Jupiter, ruler of Pisces sign, it's in the 6th house of borrowing, loaning, lending money. So that is important for you. So Capricorn sign people, a good relief for you. The relief will come gradually. Don't rush into anything. Take your time. But Saturn going into the 3rd house means the rebuilding part will require a lot of effort. However, it will bring a lot of motivation also. The motivation will rise slowly. The killer instinct will come back, and happy time surely for Capricorn moon sign people. Now for Aquarius moon sign people, your peak period of Sade Sati is over, and Saturn going into the Pisces sign starting of April means you will be entering into the setting period of Sade Sati. So the setting period is always the period where you will go through certain aspect of gradually learning your decisions that the peak period brought you, and from that you will try to change your life, have a new perspective of life, and you will start to also go through some relief that you get from the intense period. The Sade Sati is not over, it is the setting period, but slowly, very, very gradual results over next 2.5 years will come to you, but slowly you will find the intense period of Sade Sati. Saturn was going over your moon and in your own moon Trikona sign, which means a very, very heavy karmic debt, karmic learning that you have gone through. And Saturn moving away from its own sign. However, for moon sign people, Aquarius moon sign people, Saturn ruling the 12th house and the 1st house. So Saturn will be relieving you to a certain extent on the expenses. However, the earning, because Saturn is going into the 2nd house in Pisces, may not rise suddenly. So surely some opportunities may come by to you from foreign lands, from multinational companies, new roles in your organization, and surely one opportunity will surely come to you in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months, surely, depending on how Saturn is placed, what dignity it is in your natal chart. Based on that, because here we are looking at the moon sign perspective, we are not looking at where Saturn is placed in your natal chart. So depending on that, the relief may come for you and the earning opportunity may also come to you accordingly. Say for example, if Saturn is debilitated in your natal chart while moon is in Aquarius sign, so it's a very different situation altogether. Saturn is exalted in the 9th house, then it's a very different situation altogether. Saturn is placed in Scorpio sign in the 10th house from a moon sign perspective and now going into the 2nd house, it's a different transformation and earning surely. So one, relief from expenses and opportunity, slow opportunity, slowly one by one opportunity comes. If it doesn't work out, then in the next 3-4 months another opportunity comes. That will happen, and you will find that within the next 1 year or so you may also make a career decision, which may be a good decision. But if you are careful of what decision you take, then it will be stable, good stable result for you, decision for you. This is also because Rahu is moving into your Lagna while Saturn is moving away into Pisces. So they are in a way exchanging signs. And as you know, Rahu co-rules Aquarius along with Saturn. So this will be a period of intense hunger. It will be generated for Aquarius sign people. Intense hunger to increase your livelihood, increase your savings, increase your assets, and to lessen your expenses. but there will be intensity in how you look at life, what new heights you want to climb, what new stages you want, what new designations you want. So keep the hunger in check, lest you take a decision which sticks with you for next 2.5 years. So slightly better period for Aquarius moon sign people. Sade Sati is not over, but at least the intense peak period is over for you. Pisces moon sign people, those people who are moon in the Pisces sign in your natal chart, not the rising sign. Pisces moon sign people, you will be entering into the peak period of Sade Sati. The peak period of Sade Sati means the most karmic lessons you will go through. It's a period of intense struggles generally. It's a period of intense transformation generally. Now, the good thing for Pisces moon sign people is Pisces is a sign which is the natural 12th house of the Kalpurush Kundli, and Saturn is the Karaka of the Dusthanas, Karaka of the 12th house, Karaka of Pisces sign in that perspective. So this will not be that intense a period, not that peak a period. However, it will still be intense a period of transformation, a period of learning, because you will be moving into from the rising period of Sade Sati into the peak period. And during the rising period, last 1.5 years, Rahu was going through the Pisces sign from your moon sign Lagna, which means this period is going to bring some relief in how Rahu was pushing you to take decisions which may not have been good for you. Surely, over the last 2.5 years, one decision you may have taken, a lot of you may have taken, not all of you, a lot of you may have taken, which you don't look back with a lot of pleasure, which not look back with a lot of happiness. So surely that one thing would have really kept you awake, or when you think about what happened in the last 2.5 years, some decision, some bad blood with some important relationship, maybe from a career perspective also, because Jupiter also rules the 10th house while it also rules the Lagna from a Pisces moon sign perspective. So some decision which you may have taken in the last 2.5 years, which you don't like, or you want to go back, retrace your steps, or you would like to forget. So at least this is going to be slightly more motivating or slightly more positive sign for people, especially if Jupiter plays well in your natal chart. Jupiter not plays well in your natal chart, Jupiter is placed in Capricorn, Jupiter is placed in Virgo, Jupiter is placed in, say, the Libra sign in the 8th house, then more troubling period could be ensuing, depending again on the dignity of Jupiter, retrograde, or it is direct, which nakshatra it is. So those things will also, flavors will also come into the picture. But surely peak period, slight relief, not too much relief, 10 to 15% relief overall. But learn your lessons, do your karma, keep your eyes open. If you're getting into some trouble, look at why you're getting into trouble. You may get into trouble with one relationship, one connection, one attachment, one way of karmic thread being tied to the person. For example, some interaction with the boss, because Jupiter also rules the 10th house. So be very, very open-eyed about career, about equation with the boss, about new projects, about new opportunities. Second, be very open about your reputation in society. So over the next 2.5 years, there could be some things which come by you, opportunities, a new relationship or something which will instigate you to move in a direction where your reputation may be at stake, your stature in society may be at stake, your designation at work may be at stake. So be very, very careful when you take those decisions, especially because Rahu is going into the Aquarius sign, which is the Mul Trikona sign of Saturn. And Rahu co-rules Aquarius along with Saturn, so expenses may suddenly rise, your ambitions may suddenly rise. However, at least one opportunity, even from foreign lands, can come for Pisces moon sign people. So, buckle yourself up, and this may be a tough ride to a slightly easier ride for Pisces moon sign people. For Aries moon sign people, not the rising sign, but Aries moon sign people, for those people who have moon in the Aries sign in your natal chart, this is a period where you will be entering into the rising sign period or rising period of Sade Sati. Why rising period? Because Saturn, when it's in the 12th house from the moon, from your natal chart, wherever moon is placed, then you enter into the rising period. So if your moon in the Aries sign, in your natal chart, in your birth chart, from April, when Saturn will transit into the Pisces sign, you will be entering into the rising period. So next 7.5 years, you will be in the Sade Sati period. Now, don't be too scared about or too fearful about the Sade Sati period. At least over the next 2.5 years, the period will not be as intense as when Saturn enters into the Aries sign, which is the debilitation sign of Moon. I mean, the debilitation sign of Saturn over Moon. And if you are Moon in Aries, so this can be more intense, more tough period. So use this period over the next 2.5 years to stabilize your position, stabilize your finances, stabilize your work, stabilize your connections, do as much as possible, because that period when Saturn will go over your Moon, over its debilitation sign, may be more troubling. However, let me also tell you, because Saturn will lose a lot of its strength, many people who have Aries Moon sign don't go through those highs and lows. So I've seen a lot of people just go through the peak period of Saturn going over Moon when Moon is in Aries without even knowing, because the peak period is so mild, except 1 or 2 incidents which could have been really eye-opening or eye-catching or turning points in their life. So we don't know how that period will go, but at least because we don't know exactly how it will go in your life based on the dignity of Saturn, what degree it is in, how it is placed, because here we're talking about the Moon sign of Aries, but we are not talking about where Saturn may be in your natal chart. But based on where Saturn will be, it may bring about the intense period, transformative period for Aries Moon sign people when it enters into the peak period over Moon. So the next 2.5 years, use it to your advantage, stabilize your life in many ways, to tighten the screws on your expenses, put some money over for a rainy day, especially because Jupiter is going into the 3rd house of effort, while Saturn is moving into Pisces, which is Jupiter's sign. So some of you may find you'll have to work harder, especially in your career, if it's linked to either MNCs or health or pharmaceuticals or clinics or hospitals, or if you're an individual worker working in IT or in foreign lands, then the work may slightly go up. However, it may also bring up new opportunities for change before the peak period comes. So my humble suggestion and advice to Aries Moon sign people, use the period, the next 2.5 years, to prepare yourself well, because you really don't know how the peak period will end you. If it goes up with less ups and downs, good for you. If it brings up the upheavals and all, then you're better prepared anyways. So friends, now that we have seen how for at least 4 signs, because of Saturn's placement by respect to the Moon, either the Sade Sati is entering, or for some people the Sade Sati is in peak period, rising period or setting period. So my advice for you is to prepare accordingly. Now for some of you in the Navamsa, if Saturn is placed, if Moon is placed either in Capricorn or Aquarius or Pisces or Aries, then you will find some ups and downs either in your relations, either in your connections, either in your partnership, or either in your business, maybe even how your relations with the team may happen at work. So don't assume just because you don't have Sade Sati over Moon in your D1 chart, if Saturn is placed in any of these signs, there will be some effect. So keep that in mind and then prepare yourself accordingly. Just keep in mind that effects from the Moon sign in the Lagna, the things will be milder, but they will not be completely different. Some effect will surely be there for you. So friend, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, reach out to me at the link given below. Till some other times with some other video, this is your friend astrologer and guided from signing off. Ciao.